Job said this: "Get along well with God and be at peace from this. Something good then will come to you. Receive instruction from his mouth and put his words in your mind." When it comes to this life, peace is not the absence of trouble, it's having the presence of God. Welcome to this week's Hope from the Hills. The Bible says this: "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you." That's Jesus' own words from John chapter 14 and verse 27. We live in a world where people everywhere are searching for peace. Songs are written and sung about it, journeys are undertaken in search of it, nations wage war to defend it, and from the wealthy and powerful to the poor and the marginalised, each would trade everything they hold dear for just one moment of peace. In this life, despite its attractions and promises, the peace we so often uncover is but temporary, fleeting and changing with circumstances. Yet counter to this is a peace that is both authentic and permanent, freely offered by the one we can both rely upon and trust when it comes to the promises he makes and the ability he has to deliver. And that comes from the God of all peace. The all too startling and obvious absence of peace in both our personal lives and the world around us focus our thoughts and conversations upon the question of exactly what is wrong with the world. Corruption, poverty, conflict, brokenness, abuse and exploitation often sit at the heart of unseating the security, harmony and peace we strive to achieve as we seek and desire to fix the symptoms of our inner longings and our disquiet. However, the very root of the problem of peace we all crave is the disease of sin in a fallen and broken world that God just doesn't ignore, but hears, moves and heals through Jesus. "I have said these things to you, that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world." That's Jesus' own words again from John chapter 16 and verse 33. On a personal level, all of us have experienced the disappointment and pain of shattered and broken peace in our lives. Regardless of how much our families and friends love us, at some point someone will let us down, hurt and disappoint us. Just as much as trying with the best of intentions, we too are likely through what we say or do to disappoint too. God's promises, peace and veracity, however, can be both fully relied upon and trusted. He never disappoints. He never contradicts himself or acts in ways that are outside of his nature or character, and the peace that he provides will always remain, and in light of anything we face, will surpass any point of reference in our own understanding. For his peace is built upon the sure and certain foundation of his word. You keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you, because he trusts you. That's Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 3. The peace that God not only promises but brings is gifted to us because Jesus heals the root of sin. Alternative and other solutions, as well as religious practices, all carry one common pathway and methodology in pursuit of peace with God and peace for themselves, because that kind of peace is only attainable through following rules and doing works. God offers perfect and limitless peace through reconciled relationship with him, delivered through the death and resurrection of Jesus. Jesus' willing sacrifice addresses the root of the problem that the world, with all of its alternatives, simply ignores. He bridged the gap where sin had torn down peace, erecting an impenetrable barrier between us and God at the cross. Here, the punishment for our sin was satisfied, and in exchange for each and every one of us, we were given free, unearned, and undeserved peace in this life, peace in eternity, and eternally, peace with God. I'll see you next time.